but oh my gosh, welcome on in. Welcome the heck on in. Man, am I glad this week is over. Oh my god. And it's a long weekend. I'm glad. I'm happy for that. Oh my gosh. Critter Cove was great. I am a very tired pupper. It is my first time back in a month or two, and I lost stamina so quickly. Chatted a bit with a lot of scuff from I forgot how streaming works. I mean, I know how that feels. And then played Critter Cove. Really love the game. It's very comfy. It is. I've seen a few people play it, and Critter Cove is fun. Super fun. And it's a very chill game and fun to watch. And holy heck. I should probably get started. River, hello, welcome on in. Nice to see you, River. I hope you're well. Critter Cove is very nice. I haven't played it for a couple of updates though. It's been a little while since I've seen it too, but from what I know of it is very chill. Wee woo, hello, welcome on in. Speaking of comfy lays on terrace sleep storages. Hey Cole, welcome on in. Amber Isle is another good one. That is a very good point. Holy heck. But yeah, I should probably kill that music. And we'll get right here, and I should unmute this. There we go. Perfect. So I do have to mention that Dawntrail is friggin' beautiful. Absolutely stunning. It is probably one of the prettiest expansions I have witnessed in a long time. I mean, look at this. Look at this stuff. Uh-oh, I have an incoming collaborator. Let me, I will attend to that super quick here. Give me a sec. We're getting there. All right. I think we're good. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So let me join voice. And we will kick this off. I've been waiting all week for this. Oh, I gotta join voice in the first place, don't I? Speaking of scuff, I apparently forgot how all of this works.
Did you know Ahty is super precious and sweet, and I love Ahty so much?
I need to get back to Final Fantasy XIV because I'm still in early Realm Reborn. I mean, honestly, like, Lance, if you can get through ARR, I think the game is going to heat up for you and you're not going to be able to put it down. Like, mark my words. Like, real talk. It's so good. It is so freaking good. All right, so let me join voice here real quick. I have goodest news. The Bing Bong YCH Commission might come after all. Oh my god, River. Take my money. Take my money. Hello.
Hello. We're excited too.
Yeah.
Look at us doing excited squats.
Yeah, look at y'all go. And
I do that, but I have glass ankles.
Work them glutes, them thighs.
I have
those falernums.
The falernums, yep. I have glass cankles. But okay. Yeah, let's get started.
Yeah.
No Vera?
Vera's here.
They're here.
I mean, at least in call. I think he's on his way.
Okay.
Walking fast.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna get started. All right, let's do this. I'm a cashew. All right, there we go. Now I have the correct. No, I don't have the correct keyboard in front of me. I'm all kinds of hecked up today. But yes, River. Yeah, I want a bing bong. I want a bingus bongus. Where am I supposed to go here? Oh, over. Where's the quest? quest giver. Oh, I'm supposed to talk to Aaronville. I'm a moron. Okay, here we go. This is it. Wakanpilo, a home of the Pelu Pelu. Waklamat should have arrived before us. Don't worry, your spot is basically saved by default. Not gonna forget about you, bench. Thank you. I appreciate it, River. Thank you so much. That's not good. Ruffy! Ruffy, how you doing? Could I get a shout out for Ruffy Raccoon, please? How you doing, Ruffy? Whoa, look at you doing a Dawntrail. Yeah. You've come all this way for the rite of succession? Oh, so this means I'm exchanging words with a future Dawn servant. Oh, please, the outcome is far from decided, but it is a possibility. How fortunate, then, that I deal in cloaks woven from especially luxurious alpaca wool. Such a garment would look magnificent when draped over the shoulders of our budding ruler. And a nation's ruler should dress her best for her adoring people, yes? Finery for our finest lady, that's right. Come, third promise. My well-stocked shelves are but a few steps away. Finest lady. I like the sound of that. Alright, I suppose a quick look wouldn't hurt. What did we just talk about? Aaronville, when did you... Shatona from far off Zakcharal? Northern winters are bitterly cold affairs, I'm told. I cannot imagine how you survive them without a lovely warm cloak of quality alpaca wool. No, thank you. I'm not in need of new clothes at the moment, and neither is the third promise. Perhaps another time. Of course, of course. My shop door is always open. You were saying something about not being easily charmed? It was just... As I mentioned previously, the Pelu people live for bringing happiness through trade. They won't cheat you or sell you defective goods. They will, however, disarm you with their deft turns of phrase, and unwitting customers like Waklamat fall prey to this affable approach time and time again. Your only recourse is a clear and firm refusal. They won't pursue the matter should you make your disinterest plain. A valuable insight into the minds of the Pelu Pelu. Let us take Aaronville's words of caution to heart. Nodding in unison. I like that. Poor Waklamat, though. Oh my gosh. The only downside to this area and the textures and stuff, the names above these people are so hard to see. Waklamat is lucky to have Aaronville. Everyone, royalty especially, needs a friend unafraid to chide them when need arises. I swear, I let her out of my sight for one moment. It would seem the Pelu Pelu are also partial to coffee. All these houses and buildings made to Pelu Pelu size, and mine too, come to think of it. Can't you custom change the color? Maybe. I just don't feel like it. I shouldn't have to do that. Not my finest moment, I'll admit. But now that we're here, let's do what we came to do. Find the Elector. Allow me to propose a strategy then, Cryle. Allow me to propose a strategy then. Kryl, Alize, and I will speak with the merchants. Wuklamot, you, and Erenville might try approaching travelers and passerby. Ahty, pray investigate any of the other establishments which catch your eye. Should we learn aught of use, let us relay it to the third promise. Meow, 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 meow. What if I wanted to make the text bold, italic, underlined, and on fire? If I can't do that, I'm not interested. It has to be on fire. Comic Sans, unironic use of Comic Sans, punishable by death. A distillery worker. The Dawn Servant's Elector. Ah, I thought you were a new face. I thought you were a new face in town. Here for the right of succession, I take it. Me, I don't much care who sits on the throne as long as they keep Tyrol peaceful. People tend not to be in the mood to relax and sip our excellent mezcal once arrows and spears start flying, if you know what I mean. Speaking of which, would you like a cup? A joy shared is a joy doubled, I say. But M at work, so shall be lurking Ahty. Alrighty, Lance. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the lurk. Thank you, thank you. Oh, right, yes. You were talking about Elector business. Being but freshly returned from my trading route, I've heard that there's a contest afoot, but not much else. Our head ledger, Tobli, could probably tell you more about it. Alright, there's more over here. Impatient Porter. Electors? Oh yes, I've heard all about the right of succession. They're looking to put new ruler on the throne, eh? Personally, I'm rooting for Zoralja. If the first promise wins, he'll look to expand our sphere of influence. That means access to more resources and more customers. In the thousands column, potentially. So many new trading opportunities to spread happiness far and wide. Yeah, all it takes is military occupation. Sweet! Gosh, I love genocide. Not. Others have been coming around to my way of thinking, so I've begun crafting goods inspired by the resilient sun. Would you care to purchase something? No. No, I would not. Very well. You said you wanted to know about the Elector. I could help you, but I won't. I can tell you're no supporter of Zoralja or his policies. Go fuck yourself. Gosh, if there was anybody in this town I wanted to kick in the perineum, it would be that dude. Do your best today, Ahty. I shall, Pidge. It's nice to see you. How you doing, Pidge? Hello there. I'm Mablu. Did you have a question for me? Sorry, I don't know about any electors. You should take a moment to see our prized alpacas before you leave, though. Oh, but be sure to admire them from a respectable distance. Get too close, and our nervous darlings may be tempted to spit on you, and that stuff stinks. It happened to a visiting buyer not so long ago. Tobli, that's the head rancher, was so mad at me for not giving a proper warning. No one makes a mistake without Tobli noticing. He knows everything that happens on this ranch. Fuso, hello, welcome on in. Okay, so I need to go up here. All right, where's Toblerone? Where is Toblerone? I simply must talk to Toblerone. Oh, I have to talk to Wuklamot first. Toblerone, yep. That's what I said, Toblerone. You really have to watch yourself around these silver-tongued peddlers. I almost bought a bottle of mezcal and a stack of blankets, and then there was this enchanting ornament. Anyway, I did manage to learn that Tobley is the man to talk to about the contest. Now, if they'd share where this head ledger of theirs is to be found. Really? He's also the head rancher? Well, the Alpaca Ranch is not far from here. I say we pay a visit before the others return. Yoop. Is he jolly? Is he a Jolly Rancher? That we don't know about. But Jolly Ranchers and Toblerones are very different candies, so you know. Here's Wuk-Lamat. Wuk-Lamat! That is a lot of alpacas. Still, we know the head ledger could be here anywhere. I can't let fear deter me. Not to say that I'm scared, of course. Belly button. Excuse me. Is one of these workers Tobley? Tobley? Oh yes, he likes to mingle with the ranch hands and keep an eye on things. I can't tell you which one he is, though. You can't? Is this part of the contest? All I can say is that Tobley often mentions his favorite pungent subject. He also can't resist a profitable trade, though who among us could? Am I right? Still, if you bring him a very good deal, he might let his identity slip. So it's like a game. Easy enough. All I have to do is offer Tobley a deal he can't ignore. No problem at all. Well, maybe one problem. I don't think my purse is deep enough to pay everyone we think might be Tobley. Let's ask some questions and first, let's ask some questions first and narrow down the field. Great, we can meet back here to share our impressions. Right. Well, obviously I'm not Tobley. I mean, oops, I shouldn't have said that. You're meant to find out for yourself who Tobley is, or if an elector is even in the village at all. Good luck. Ah, visitor from across the salt, if I'm not mistaken. Be warned, the alpacas will spit if you startle them. I suggest you keep your movements slow and deliberate. I think I know who it is already. Because I remember his favorite pungent subject. Colada, good night. Am I Tobley? Yes, that's me. Excellent work from the Third Promise and her entourage. Sharp instincts. Shall we commence the rites of succession then? That is not it. Douchebag. You think I might be Tobley? Well, maybe I am. All I will say is that in this village, none have reared more alpacas than I. I think I know who it is. I see we're both done with our interrogations. So who do you think it is? I have my suspicions, but let's hear your pick. The diligent ranch hand. Ah, the workers so intent on stable chores. I had my eye on that one too. Time to rip the mask off our mystery ranch hand, so to speak. No, literally rip his face off. We know it's you, Tobley, and to prove it, I propose a deal. A generous sum of coin for confirmation of your true identity. An offer I gladly accept. As you have correctly guessed, I am indeed Tobley, head ledger of Wakumpilu, and head rancher of the family ranch. I am also one of Galul Jaja's chosen electors. Aha! And a place featured in the Tuliolal saga, just as we thought. I was right to trust in your instincts, and I wager this won't be the last time. She found you out fair and square, totally. And I'm glad she did. Would have been a pity had her bid ended here.
Deducing the Dawnservant's elector was the first step of the feat. Too simple a task for this aspiring ruler, eh?
Right. Not hard at all. Zorolja.
I am told the head ledger, Tobley, is to be found here.
You have to guess which one of us is Tobley. That's part of the test.
You're Tobley.
Wow.
Without even asking a single question. Very impressive indeed. With that amusing prologue out of the way, we can proceed to the actual challenge. Per the Dawnservant's instructions, I was free to devise any manner of feat. I considered a number of possibilities in the 10th column. But I think I have a good one. You must go forth and capture for me an alpaca.
Uh-oh.
While I've not had the best experiences with alpacas, aren't they generally docile creatures? That doesn't sound like much of a challenge.
Bring out the example!
Llama.
This is a special kind of alpaca. Would you please approach the animal, Third Promise?
Walk llama.
Who? Me? Well, it should stay calm if I stay calm, right? That's what Erinville said. Ah! The little monster spat on me! Oh, that stinks! I can't.
Wow. Let's not take her on a raid.
Alpacas are paradoxical creatures, being both extremely curious and extremely cowardly. Press your luck when they're frightened, and you'll get a face full of spit, as you've all just witnessed. Has an awful stench, their expectoration. The globs contain half-digested food, you see, making it an effective deterrent against perceived threats.
Wild valley breed like this one are especially timid and can therefore be quick to lash out.
Oh no.
They're also especially hardy.
Indeed. We take the rugged wild alpacas and breed them with our gentle domesticated stock. This produces the strong but biddable pack animals prized by our traveling merchants.
Already, Sai, take care.
That's all well and good, but did I need to bathe an alpaca spit for you to make your point?
So, the task is to catch a wild alpaca.
That is correct. But be warned that it is a feat easier said than done. I suggest you prepare well before you enter the valley where the creatures dwell.
Did not know this, but apparently Tobli is also in Final Fantasy X2. Interesting.
And by you, I mean the claimants only. Allies are not permitted to assist with their catching. The alpacas will help me judge which of you is worthy of receiving a keystone.
So I'm to chase down a fluffy, spitting demon, and that somehow proves I'm fit to rule?
As I said, the Dawn Servant granted me the freedom to decide my challenge. And when you reach the end of the ride, I dare say you will understand why I chose what I chose.
Very well. This won't take long.
Wait! Didn't I warn you this was easier said than done? There are preparations to be made, factors to consider.
A beast is a beast. All yield to strength.
So far, this experience has done absolutely nothing to improve my opinion of alpacas. But that doesn't mean I can't do this. Revolting spit aside, they're just another animal.
Are you all right, Orclamat? We thought we heard you scream.
You didn't hear nothing.
The third promise does not scream. It was more of a startled yelp.
Scream, in other words.
Did you find the Elector?
Oh, we certainly did.
I wonder how this is going to play out. I've done my duty and assigned the claimants their fee. The rest is up to them. I was impressed with how easily Zeral Jah found Tobli, but also sort of frightened. Judging by the volume of Wuklamot's scream, alpaca expectoration must have a nasty odor indeed. I'm content to remain ignorant of the smell. Zeralja puts me in mind of Garlemald's own exalted son. Of the two, though, Xenos was undeniably more arrogant. So this is our sought-after elector. I did say remaining calm was key, but the same rules don't apply to wild alpacas. I need to go and wash that nasty stuff off my face. I think I got all of it. But would you mind taking a sniff for me, just to make sure? The stench has ruined my sense of smell. Hey, I saw that look. I'm almost level 96. Alrighty, Poji. As Wuklamot helped demonstrate, the valley alpacas are wary of people. Getting close enough to catch one will not be an easy task. You might have warned me about that earlier. I have enough trouble with the tame alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle a wild one? With the proper saddle, we infuse the leather with a relaxing scent that soothes the spitting beast. Wonderful. Give me one of those then. Have you perhaps forgotten we are a clan of merchants? If you want a taming saddle, you will need to find a saddler and make them an offer. They don't come cheap, of course. Crafting a saddle will cost you the equivalent of 10 pel in the thousands column. You mean 10,000 pel? I don't have that kind of coin. Converting to gil, that comes to around 1 million or so. Mayhap if we all pitch in. No, this is my feat to accomplish. I wouldn't feel right about having others pay the cost. I'll find the money, somehow. In that case. That basket of wool is worth the sum you paid me earlier, 1 pel in the hundreds column. Beginning with the wool, you can trade for ever more valuable goods until you have something suitable to bargain with for the saddle. That's a nice gesture, but you think I can turn 100 pel into 1 million? That's 10,000 times more. We need 10,000 pel, not 1 million. So we're looking at 100 times more. Oh, right. I panicked and got it confused with Alphino's million kill. I'm not so sure about this trading idea. You were almost talked into buying a cloak you didn't need mere moments after you arrived. But I hate it when you're right. Let me help you with your deal making. Oh, hello again. Mablu. I work here as a ranch hand, but I've also learned a lot about the peddler profession. It's all right if I aid them now, yes? I guided the claimants towards the first step of the feat, like you asked. As long as Wuklamot goes alone to capture her alpaca, she is free to accept assistance from whoever she likes. Hooray! Let's see about getting you that saddle then, third promise. I don't know why you made your offer, but I could use an ally with a beak for bargains. Welcome aboard, Mablu. Should the rest of us stay behind, perhaps? It may be easier to haggle over prices without so many voices chiming in. Yes, stay here and pitch in with the ranch work. With Mablu gone, I'll need extra hands to tend to the alpacas. Gladly. Although, Ahty, I think you should go with Wuklamot. You've seen markets and bazaars the world over, and surely you have sage advice to share. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Right. In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca wool. If it's misplaced or soiled in some way, you'll have nothing to bargain with. As if I'd do such a thing, but I'll leave the wool with Ahty anyway. The better to keep my hands free. To begin, I suggest we try trading the wool to Havli, the saddler. He won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give us an idea of how much he'll accept for his wares. Is this amount of booty normal for alpacas? I'm pretty sure, yeah. They're very fluffy. Alright, so let's see. We are supposed to go to Havli. He's up over here. There he is. But first though, I think I'm gonna check to see if Poji is back. Is Poji back?
He'll be in cutscene.
Okay.
Hi, Ahty. I'm in cutscene.
Okay, let me know when you're back.
Will do.
All right. So I guess like while Poji is in a cutscene, I think we should take our first ad break since we're gonna be waiting anyway. So let me do that. So folks, I gotta take a 3-minute ad break. But like y'all should get out of your chairs, stretch those weggies, get yourself a drinky and a snack, and I'll see you back here in exactly 3 minutes. BRB. All right, we're back. Let's see. I'm gonna check to see if Poji is still in a cutscene. That is a no. All right.
Chocobo keep to that icon.
Hi, Ahty.
over there.
Poji back.
I heard Ahty go, let me see if Poji is in cutscene. And then I woke up in front of you to be the answer to that question.
Nice. All right. I'm gonna proceed with this part then.
Immediate riding map.
Okay, there we go. And welcome on in, Malik. This is the artisan who makes our taming saddles. Is it really possible to make 100 times what the wool is worth just through trading? Oh yeah. I mean, like, people do that type of stuff all the time. Totally possible. Something I could do for you? We've come to bargain. I need one of your special taming saddles to catch a wild alpaca. A saddle, is it? And how will you be paying for it? With this basket of fine alpaca wool. What use does a saddle maker have for wool? Besides, this would barely cover the cost of a single strap buckle. Offer me something I actually want. And what might that be? Mezcal. I like to nurse a cup at day's end while I inspect my finished work. Bring me a jug of quality stuff and you've got yourself a deal. This bodes well for us, third promise. Such mezcal can be had for only 5 pel in the thousands column. Hold on. Did you say third promise? Then my offer has changed. The saddle is going to cost you a jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years at least. 3 years? The stuff is valued at 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I must support the man of ambition who will see my business proper. Zaral Jah will go to war, and his cavalry will need saddles. Lots of saddles. It's nothing personal, third promise, but I won't sell you my craft for anything less than my asking price. Fucking jerk. Can't say I blame him. I'm known for championing peace, and peace is unlikely to bring him more customers. Those of our grandparents' generation remember the dark days when the clans were at war. Many of these Pelu pray for your victory, Waklamon. The younger ones, though, to them, strife and bloodshed are as children's stories. They think themselves safe from these horrors and take the peace we now enjoy for granted. Still, others are unsatisfied with this quiet prosperity and crave the future of the second promise envisions. They've become obsessed with innovations like the dirigibles that have made trade swift and easy. Then you have those like Havli, convinced that the first promise's plans for conquest will afford them opportunities for great profit. They're like Ferengi. But what about you, Mablu? Aren't you of the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I'd say. Oh, I was raised on the old tales. I've memorized the accounts of what it was like when Yak Hui ruled our village. That's why I offered to help. I want you to become Dawn Servant, to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. Well then, I guess I'd better make sure I win the contest. But the type of mezcal the saddle maker wants is so very expensive. Weren't we expecting to need 10,000 pel from the outset? Nothing's changed. We just need to get on with it. I may not have a head for trade or the stomach for alpacas, but I won't give up with the piece of Tuliolal on the line. Then neither will I. We will make you Dawn Servant. Aiming for that 10,000 pel jug right away will only bring us failure and frustration. So let's try exchanging the wool for anything even a touch more valuable. The trick is to find someone who needs alpaca wool and is willing to trade at a loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid for the throne, for instance. Of course, the Weaver. Bolnak was his name, I believe. He went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision and he was here to buy wool. I think I remember the direction he was going, but for now, let's head back to that road where we first met him. Oh, Malik's doing the Ahty cosplay. Awesome. Hell yeah. All right. so up here. Hey, Anem, welcome on in. I am just reminded that I still have an invoice to pay. I will pay that tonight after I finish up. Actually, maybe I'll actually probably do it on my next break. Sorry about that. I know I said it was going to be yesterday, but fuck. This is the spot. After Bolnock talked to us, he walked off to the south. I didn't say anything. I know you didn't say anything. I just saw your name. I'm like, oh, fuck. Then he was probably going to, Ecuvulo's Inn. Most visitors to Wakonpilu end up staying there. Let's go and check, shall we? Right. I just saw your name and said, fuck! No, like, like, seeing Nem in the chat just, reminded me that I had shit I said I would do that I didn't do. But wait, weren't you all on your way to Wakonpilu? I usually give 5 days before I passed her. Okay. I hope he's willing to offer us something wonderful in exchange. Like deep-fried cigarettes. Oh, did I say that? Can I have that basket, Ahty? Thanks. Now let's see if I can turn a profit. Well, Nock, I'm glad we found you. Are you interested in making a trade? Third promise? You wish to do business with me? Might I ask what this is all about? I see. So the goal is to turn that basket of wool into a jug of 3-year-old premium mezcal. Then allow me to invest in your efforts. Peace in Tyrol is what allows me to cross freely into the lands of my suppliers. Naturally, I would prefer that one pledged to preserve that peace when thrown. Thus do I humbly offer you this wool poncho, a small token that I pray contributes to your victory. Oh, that's fine craftsmanship. A garment like that would easily fetch 5 pel in the hundreds column. That's very generous, Bolnock. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. I have every faith in you, third promise. May fortune bless your future dealings. I can't believe you quintupled your investment with your first deal. We're off to a spectacular start. Only because Ahty remembered our weaver friend. All I did was hand over the wool. That's not true. The connections you build with people are vital. This is one of the most fundamental precepts of trading, one which you've instinctively mastered. You think so? I know so. Now let's take our 500 pel poncho and trade it for something even more valuable. Here, Ahty, You take the poncho. If I lost it somehow, Erenville would never let me hear the end of it. All set. Our next deal is waiting to be found. Excellent trade! Success. You traded 100 pel basket of alpaca wool for a 500 pel wool poncho. We turned 100 pel into 500. Now, I know it's only 5 times more, but it feels like 500 times more. Leveraging connections is a sound strategy, but we should also consider supply and demand. An individual in urgent need of a good poncho will offer more than a merchant simply looking into the stock shelves. That makes sense, but how do we know if someone needs a poncho? Wait till it's cold. They aren't wearing one? That's the obvious answer, isn't it? We look for a person without a poncho and hope they're eager to buy ours. Yes, there you go. We find the demand for our supply. So where should we begin our search for prospective buyers? There are any number of places, but we could do worse than starting right here at the inn. There might be interested travelers. Who here needs a poncho? A lot of Mamulja hardly wear anything to begin with. Those are probably Landsguard or sellswords. Mamulja who soldier for a living prefer not to wear much above their waist. It hampers their movements. So even if they have bared shoulders, Mamulja carrying arms can be struck off the list. Mamulja. Okay. But he's wearing one. That Mamulja is armed. Could be a Dopro courier? I've seen them flying their wyvers, and those types aren't fond of excessive clothing either. No arms here. Let's see, no coat or cloak, but also no weapon? Oh, we might have a winner. The real Golden City is the friends we made along the way, this is true. Whoa there, friend. You're not a mercenary by trade, right? I was curious about your bold choice of dress, or lack thereof. Oh, it was no choice of mine, believe me. I was attacked by beasts on the way here, and barely escaped with my scales intact. My coat was not so lucky. I'm actually a toolmaker from Tuliolal, and was dressed quite smartly. All the better to show the Pelu I am a man who takes pride in his appearance, and therefore his work as well. And now look at me. Well, sir, this is your lucky day. What a splendid poncho! This would be the perfect replacement for the coat I lost. We'd be willing to part with it if you'd like to make a trade, for one of your fine tools, perhaps? What about this hatchet? I crafted it myself and will vouch for its quality. The blade looks sharp, the haft well made. I'd value it at 1 pel in the thousands column. Oh ho, from 500 to 1,000, we have a deal. Wonderful. A fine garment such as this would put me on even footing with the Pelu merchant. Like the eponymous owner of Miplu's mate garden, for one. Her field hands use hatchets to harvest the mate. The mate. And I thought to impress her with the tool I sold you. No matter. I have other wares to sell. I am really not doing well tonight. Glad I am to have met you. Did you hear that? We've already found our next buyer. To Miplu's mate garden we go. Yes, but it's a fair distance on foot. We should take alpacas. These ones will be the calm type, right? I don't fucking know. Excellent trade. Perfect. Here we go. Here we go again, riding alpacas. Well done recognizing the toolmaker as a potential customer. If you've a mind to change professions, you'd make an excellent merchant. Before we get moving, you should be the one to hold this. With that, I suppose we should hop on the alpacas Mablu has so kindly provided. Ready to go? Let's mount up. Off to the mate fields we go. Please don't spit. Please don't spit. You'll be fine. These ones are accustomed to people. I still don't trust them. You have a knack for riding, no matter what you say. Without our alpaca friends, we Pelu would never have become traveling merchants. You can imagine walking all the way across Tyrol? I swear, that mountain is too tall to be real. Zormor? Wasn't that the name? A forbidding sight, isn't it? One I've never appreciated up close. You have to take the long way around the cliffs to get there, to the highlands belonging to the Yakoi. So Mablu, you said you were learning about the peddler profession. You don't care for ranch work? No, I love it. I love working with alpacas. But becoming a peddler has always been a dream of mine. It's just, I'm not sure I have a talent for it. If I can help you buy the taming saddle, though, then it'd be proof that I can do this after all. In that case, you'd best get ready to be a merchant. Look, we're almost there. Sabotenders? Or knock-you-tenders? Knock-you-tars. Interesting. We made it, and without a single smelly incident. I sent the alpacas back to Ikilovo's inn, so we'll walk along the main road when we return to the village. Speaking of roads to travel, you were adopted by the Dawn Servant, weren't you, Third Promise? That I was. Then perhaps you understand. I was an orphan too, you see. Tobley took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. All of them? Yes, and everyone works hard at their chores, grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. Yet here I am, the only one wanting to go off and be a merchant. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm telling you this. We need to keep trading things for your saddle, and if you're to prepare for the feat of gold. As it's mate harvesting season, they can't have too many quality hatchets. Add to that Waklamat's way with people, and we should have no trouble making a favorable deal. That's Miplu herself over there. Pass the hatchet to the third promise, and let's go get bargaining. Did you give the hatchet back to Waklamat? We should let her do the talking. You have that little axe for him? How's the Ahty doing? Doing pretty good, Dozy. How are you doing? Could I get a shout out for Dozy Slumbers, please? Dozy and I go way back. Thanks. Now to see what we can get for it. You're Miplu, the owner of these fields? I have a mind to trade if you're interested. Well, the third promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have to offer? This hatchet, forged by a seasoned artisan, the razor edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. The quality is acceptable, I suppose. I offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. A sack of leaves is valued at 1 pel in the thousands column, the same price as the hatchet. This deal would bring us no closer to the mezcal. If I may, Mistress Miplu, it's harvesting season, is it not? Does not the demand for hatchets afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured an ample batch of tools well in advance. We've missed the window for demand. In that case, we'll have to fall back on connections. Think of it this way. A generous deal here will put you in the third promise's good graces. Surely that's worthy of consideration? I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the second promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives. I believe, including farming, and I will no longer have need of hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Waklamat. That is why I'm prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair given your reasons, but we ourselves would be no better off for the transaction. How about this then? If we were to help bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? As a matter of fact, I would. Until Kona's reforms come about, I can always use more hands in the fields. Then you can go ahead and add your hourly labor to the bargain. Added value to tip the scales. How could I have forgotten one of the most basic rules of trading? You can rest here if you like, Maplu. Ahty and I have mate together. Oh no, I'm helping too! Off to the fields then, and mind you, pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles from each of you. All right. Let's see. I think it's over here. Verdant mate leaves. There we go. 1 of 5. 2. Here we go, that's 3. Last one. There we go. Here we go. You've brought me some leaves then? An acceptable harvest. We'll see how your companions fared before I make any decisions, though. Here, we've brought our share as well. Thank you, Third Promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Now it's time to honor mine. After adding the value of your labor to the price of the hatchet, I am prepared to offer you a full sack of our highest grade mate leaves. Premium mate! Bought at the shop, one sack of those leaves would cost no less than 5 pel in the thousands column. Then we can bid farewell to this hatchet. I'll give it a good home. Talk of the contest aside, I'm glad we could come to a mutually agreeable trade. As am I. All the best with the rest of your harvest. Mablu? What's wrong? It's as I was saying before. Even after everything Tobli's done for me, I'm planning to abandon it all and become a merchant. But then I needed your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. How can I expect Tobli to accept my decision then? Have you mentioned your plans to leave? Not exactly. I wanted to prove I could succeed as a peddler before I declared my intentions. I seek to follow in my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Tyrell's peace, and becoming Dawn's servant happens to be the best way to do it. You should live a life of your own choosing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tobli held the same opinion, so talk to him. You're right. It's better to find out for sure than worry over what he might say. Thank you for the advice. But first, we have a saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so I can be sure of my decision. What's next then? We try to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pel? No, I think we're close enough now. I say we go straight for the premium mezcal. Bargain our way into double the value, eh? Think you can do it? Trust me, I will make this trade work. I admire you, Third Promise. That you're holding your own against such strong competition for the throne is inspiring. Am I really holding my own against Kona and Zaralja? I mean, of course I am. I'm Wuk-Lamat of the Dawn's Promise, after all. Hey, Cyber, welcome on in. Success. You traded a thousand pel hatchet for a 5,000 pel sack of top grade mate leaves. Sweet. Sweet. Right. I've never been one to take it slow. Once I have a goal in mind, it's full speed ahead. That's who I am. Before we go, let me give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk proving Erinvel's point. Ready then? Our next stop is the Mezcal Distillery. Alright. God, this game is so pretty right now. But Vandercurl, ooh. What is that? Silver Lobo. Lobo. Lobo means wolf. Interesting. Oof, the smell of mezcal is overpowering. The fumes alone are making me dizzy. We want to speak with a man by the name of Gobly. Even among his fellow distillers, he's regarded as a master of this craft. He knows the value of his product, so if we're to convince him to trade for twice what the leaves are worth, we're going to need targeted information. That means asking around and taking in the gossip. If you could talk to people here in the distillery, Ahty, perhaps Wooklamont could do the same at the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head to the north side and see what I can learn. Gobly might be a deft hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has it he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumpled attire, though, he'll be laughed out of the sun perch. There's not much I can say about Gobly, but I can tell you what Gobly's been saying. The other day, he was muttering about monsters prowling around agave jaws. That's the field where they gather ingredients for the mezcal. Their presence has made it harder to procure said ingredients, and thus driven up the price of his product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. Can't rightly bring joy to people if you can't keep making the thing they love. Interesting. Okay. Me? I'm a chef from Tuliolao. I often come here to buy Gobley's mezcal, the finest in Tyrol, according to my customers. He always brings out a jug during our dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too well myself. I take small sips, not wanting to be impolite, you understand, but still end up so addled as to agree to whatever price he quotes me. It would be nice to have less, potent refreshments during such conversations, else I might have to seriously reconsider our arrangement. Interesting, okay. So, what did you find out? Oh, we can make use of all those tidbits. The deal is as good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Gobley is working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. You go on ahead and I'll bring Wicklamat. Here he is. You have business with me, madam? Why don't we talk down below so not as to distract the alpaca from his work? Now, what's this about? Keep it brief, if you would. I'm a busy man. We're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal, assuming you have any on hand, that is. Ah, an excellent choice. I must warn you, though, it doesn't come cheap. We don't have Pel, but we can offer a sack of mate leaves in exchange. It's top-grade stuff, like the mezcal. No deal. Mate leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. No deal? Just like that? Still, I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. So, why don't we sit and chat a while over a cup of mezcal? Now the real bargaining begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first? Let's see. The Hoobie Goat Chef's distaste for strong drink. I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, a Hoobie Goat Chef, is the same. Seeing as how not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wonder if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. Something like mate tea, for instance? And brewed from the finest leaves, of course. Oh, you're right. Absolutely right. I had noticed a growing reluctance on the part of my Hugabago friend, but did not realize I myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with the added value in mind, no sack of leaves is worth the mezcal you're after. Should we offer to call the monsters causing them trouble? That's where I'm going to go next. Not yet. We'll keep that card up our sleeve until we need it. All right. As I expect you're aware, the rite of succession is currently taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal were to be served there, it would bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace is to discuss that very possibility? As a matter of fact, yes. I must admit, I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It would be a great honor and opportunity if I can secure the deal. Well, I should think your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared, and first impressions last. You'll want to be wearing your very best when you walk into Valakshunsa. It would be such a shame to miss the chance of a lifetime simply for want of proper garments. That it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer? Something ideal for court? We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing. An introduction to a weaver. His name is Bolnak, and his works are highly regarded in Tuliolao. As a supporter of Wuklamot and keen observer of palace politics, he will doubtless be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit this golden occasion. That is certainly a tempting proposal, and one of which I should like to take full advantage. But the scales still aren't quite balancing. Say, weren't the monsters running amok in Agave Jaws? That's a problem we could easily solve for you. Truly? I would be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigned to hiring sellswords to clean them out. Factoring in that saved expense and an introduction to a trusted weaver, this is shaping up to be a sound bargain. All right, you have a deal. Yes, I knew you'd come around. Give us a moment and Ahty and I will take care of those prowling nuisances. In the meantime, I'll use the time to pen an introductory letter to Bolnak. The fields you're looking for are just north of Wakumpilu. Be safe. All right. So now we go kill some shit. Have a great night, everyone. See y'all tomorrow. Alrighty, Tozu. Sleep well. Have a good night. That should be Agave Jaws, just over there. This will go faster if we split up. Come and find me once you finish clearing out your share of the pests. I'm not quite sure where Poji went. There's Poji. Okay. Let's do the purple smoke. There we go. Should be more purple smoke over here somewhere. There we go. I think that's everyone. There we go. buddy. There we are. Okay. Let's see. Compared to the creatures I hunted with Papa, this was no challenge at all. Come on, let's head back to the distillery. All that's left is to give Mablu the sack of leaves, and so she can seal the deal. Finished already? Even hardened mercenaries would have taken longer. Go on, give Mablu the sack of leaves so she can seal the deal. Those monsters were no trouble for you, it seems. Now, I could just have those sacks of leaves. Maximus, hello, welcome on in. Thank you for looking after our precious trading goods. Your monster problem has been resolved, Master Gobly. Here are the mate leaves and a written introduction to Bolton Knock as agreed. Then the deal is done. Here, your jug of premium mezcal aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments. Yes, we finally have the mezcal. Great work, especially you, Mablu. You were the one who inspired me to come this far, Third Promise. But let's not celebrate until we have the saddle in hand. Mablu, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand for now. Should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you. Perfect. Right. So... Oh, I almost left. I want ice blue. Even at the palace, I don't think I've held 10,000 pel jug of anything before. My hands won't stop shaking. Here, you'd better hold on to it until we get to the saddle maker. Can you imagine if we dropped it and had to start all over again? Luckily, Havli's place is not far. We just need to head across the plaza. Can you imagine having to do that as a daily? Oh, that wouldn't be so bad. The third promise looks ready to trade the mezcal now. This is it. The trade we've been working towards. I upped my price. I want 20,000. I would kick him in the frenulum. Whew. Still in one piece. Right, time to make our deal. Get your tools ready, Saddler. We brought you your precious mezcal. Wait, you actually got your hands on a jug? But you had nothing. A few measly clumps of wool. What we had was an aspiring trader with a gift for negotiation. Aww. Although I'd sooner aid no claimant but Zerolja, I cannot go against the guiding principles of the Pelu Pelu. The trade is a fair one. I will craft your saddle, third promise. Great. Stay and wait if you like. I have all the requisite materials, so this won't take long. I kind of wonder about their outfits too, Ahty. Your commission is ready. Catching a wild alpaca is never a simple affair, but you'll have an easier time of it with one of my saddles. Now, if you don't mind, I have other work that needs finishing. Ah, I can taste that smooth mezcal now. We did it! The saddle is ours! And to think we started out with only 100 pel basket of alpaca wool, Mablu. You are going to be an incredible merchant. Thank you. It makes me so glad to hear you say that, third promise. We got what we came for, so let's return to the ranch. The others will be waiting. Perfect. If I had a nickel for every craftsman I could buy with alcohol, wow. All right. Ranch time. It looks like everyone's been pitching in with the alpacas. You've been away for some time. I assume trading was productive? I made the mistake of startling one and caught a glob of spittle for my trouble. I'm beginning to understand Wuklamot's aversion to the animals. Tobley and Erenville have been teaching us how to care for alpacas. One gentle girl ate the feed straight from my hand. Very lighthearted music, like some episodes of Gilligan's Island, yeah. Depends if you want your crafter wearing a trucker hat. You've acquired the saddle then? Yes, and thanks in no small part to Mablu. You know what would be super funny? Is if the elector here was just like, yeah, whoever catches an alpaca actually fails. The point was to get the saddle. Before you rush off to catch an alpaca, though, let me teach you how to saddle one. I'll bring one of our wild-born friends so you can practice. I know, I know. This is something I need to learn. Great sunken gods, I did it. He hardly seemed bothered, much less inclined to spit. If he was completely accepting of Weclemont's touch, that is because of a singular scent with which the saddle has been coated. Alpacas find it very soothing. You know, I've never taken a good long look at one of you before, but you're actually kind of cute. You're only now noticing that? Zeral Shah, he's back. Having done exactly what he set out to do. That alpaca he's brought, is it just me or is it glowing? I've heard tales of such a beast. They say the golden alpaca lives a solitary existence deep in the valley, where it shuns the company of both man and its own kind. How did he manage to snare a prize like that? A beast knows its betters. Faced with overwhelming strength, it will yield rather than risk death. An apt illustration of how greatly the power of the first promise exceeds yours, Weclemont. Strength alone won't win him my father's throne. I'll be the one to find the Golden City, and then Taral can remain at peace. An everlasting desire for peace can only be forged in the fires of war. To unite as one, the people must be taught. They must suffer the horror and the hopelessness of firsthand. Exhaustion from prolonged conflict, the wages of war's merciless nature. These are what moved the clans to join in the founding of Tuliolal all those years ago. Consider the younger generation of this village. Since birth, have they basked in unbroken harmony, and behold, they regard war not as tragedy, but opportunity. Thus does the resilient son seek to provide education. He offers much-needed lessons to the realities of conquest and a renewed appreciation for peacetime. 'Tis true that war's misery breeds a longing for peace. But I have seen with my own eyes what becomes of an empire forged through the violence you propose, the rebellions it spawned, and the ruins it left behind. The Garlean Empire was a congregation of simpletons. The oppressed fought back against their oppressors, as well they should. Men are not beasts. Only a fool would seek to rule over all with the threat of force alone. This is why Gulul Jaja did not elevate the Mamul Jah, why he treated all clans with equal respect. However, the first promise has his gaze fixed upon more distant horizons. He would unite not only Tuliolal, but the star in its entirety. What? Why? I need not explain myself to you. Oh, well done. Well done indeed. The first promise has completed the feat of gold with an appropriately golden flourish. May I present to you your much-deserved keystone? He's always been like that, never sharing his innermost thoughts with me or even with Koana. It's like we're not even family. I'll ponder Zerolja and his mysteries later. Right now, I need to think about finishing the Feet of Gold. I have my saddle. I've practiced how to use it, so lead on to where the wild alpacas roam. The valley of Urunkanka is northwest of here. Come on, everyone. Even if we can't enter ourselves, we can see Wuk-Lamat off on our hunt. Kind of wondering why I got a random knock. That was kind of bizarre. I'm not streaming Deltarune right now, so. Hey, Revelation, welcome on in. No worries, Squeak, no worries. It's weird though, because like I have my settings set to not allow that. It's interesting. No, thank you. Alright, I should do my, I need to do another 3-minute ad break. So I think I'm gonna do that right now. Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. So, folks, get up out of your chairs, stretch those wiggies, get yourself a drinky and a snack. I will meet you back here in exactly 3 minutes. Alrighty, take care. BRB. Alright, we're back. Okay, let's do this. Alright. We should not be interrupted anymore tonight. The music here is incredible. Oh, I love it. I love how chill and nice it is. I can do this. I know I can. Cheer on Wuk-Lamat as she marshals her courage to attempt the harrowing task of capturing a wild alpaca. Okay. I can do that.
Good luck there, Promise!
Her voice is not what I thought it would
I'll
be.
need it. Truth be told, still not sure about alpacas. I'd rather not go near one if I can help it. But if I'm to rule this nation, then I'll need to learn how to live with them. Tural is their home too. Right. I'm off.
So shall we head back to the ranch, or...?
I'm staying here.
As will I. Wooklamart is alone in this. The least we can do is stand watch and await her return.
What good friends.
It may be a while yet. Help me pitch the tent.
Trust a gleaner to come prepared for anything.
What's a gleaner?
Someone whose job it is to travel the world and procure uncommon things for their employers. Erenville specializes in finding animals, I believe.
But aren't you a Shaitana from Shak Tural? Why did you cross the salt?
When I was much younger, the thought of leaving Tural never even occurred to me. But then, some years ago, my mentor tasked me with a difficult hunt. Something I could never find, she said, so long as I clung to the familiar. She suggested that I leave home, leave Tural, and join the Gleaners of Sharlian. As one of their number, I could experience the world, immerse myself in myriad cultures and customs, see the many faces of nature. And once I had learned what is truly important, I would find that which I seek. My younger self took those words to heart, and off I went to become a gleaner.
Her words alone moved you to leave behind everything you'd ever known? You must have great respect for your mentor.
As it happens, gleaner work was much to my liking, and I all but forgot why I had pursued it in the first place. Yet, events conspired to put me back on the trail I'd abandoned.
Wait, are you saying you were tasked with finding the City of Gold?
I was. And though my hunt is now entangled with the rite of succession, I mean to see it through.
That is very interesting.
Well then, I understand completely. We all have our reasons for seeking the Golden City. Which is all the more reason for us to work together.
Just so.
She should have been back by now. What if something's happened to her? We need to tell Tobli and arrange a search party.
Wait,
Chill.
do you hear that?
There you go.
I did it.
You're utterly spent, and small wonder.
Well done, Third Promise.
The ranch isn't going anywhere. Take a rest in the tent.
I think I will. Thank you all for believing in me.
Hell yeah. She did it! That's awesome. We were out here for quite some time, but I'm glad Wook was able to catch her alpaca. And Erinville choosing to share his story with us was a welcome surprise. Alphino was quick to lend a hand with dismantling the tent. Is this to be his new obsession now that he's mastered collecting firewood? Alphino is trying to become an expert in camping. Wook had no serious injuries to speak of. However, she had clearly been pushed to the very limits of her endurance. I spoke too much. If Wook is up to it, we should be heading back to Tobli. I'm so relieved the third promise came back to us safely. And the alpaca she tamed is a healthy-looking beast. Surely this will be enough to satisfy the feet of gold. Wook still seems a bit unsteady on her feet. Hardly surprising after she spent the night chasing alpacas. You know what will melt away fatigue like magic, though? Mate tea. I'll run to the ranch and get a pot brewing. That way you can take your time and the tea will be ready when you arrive. As Mablu so wisely suggested, we shall set a slower pace for our exhausted third promise. Ooh, I'm a tired baby. Here we go. Here's Mablu. Came back ahead of the others, did you? I should hurry along with the tea then. Wook can't be that far behind. That tea really is magical. I feel better already. I see you've become more comfortable around our fuzzy friends. Watching this one taught me a lot about alpacas. What grasses and fruits they eat, what sounds they react to, their adorable little quirks. I guess I've grown kind of fond of them. Welcome back, third promise. Accomplished the feat of gold, have you? Yes. There's no mistaking a valley alpaca. I commend you on your success. Well done. Yes, we did it! Although I couldn't find a shiny one like Zeral Jah did. I'd be surprised if you had. Golden alpacas are born but once every few decades. They are elusive, solitary creatures that are rarely seen, much less captured, thanks to their innate physical and magical gifts. Only a single other person is known to have caught one before, that being Galul Jah himself. Papa was chasing alpacas too? So my grandfather's stories say. It was before the founding of Tuliolal, in a time when the mountain giants, the Yakyui, held our people in thrall. Compelled by their overlords, our forebears would ride their alpaca mounts to the highlands to deliver gifts of food and other tributes. Those were wretched days, to hear grandfather tell it. Then along came the young Galul Jaja, yet unburdened by the mantle of Dawn Servant. Our people were amazed by this imposing two-headed figure, equal to the Yakyui in stature, and puzzled by his entourage of mismatched companions. Some trembled in fear, believing a new conqueror had come. Yet Galul Jaja showed no such inclinations. He sat and spoke with us, sipping from the cups of mate tea we offered him, and grew somber when he learned of our plight. None could have anticipated what their visitor decided to do next. Galul Jaja ascended the cliffs to face the giants and freed the Pelu Pelu from the Yakyui's subjugation. He then turned an apprising eye upon our riders and proposed we take to the road to peddle our beverages. The suggestion seemed obvious for one who traveled as he did, intent on fostering amity between the clans. So it was that a few words from Galul Jaja transformed us into a clan of itinerant merchants. I've never heard the bond Papa forged with the Pelu Pelu spoken of in that way before. The saga is not so detailed. Then you may not know that Galul Jaja sought a sure-footed guide for his trek up into the highlands. Thus did he capture a golden alpaca. So both my brother and my father caught the rarest of creatures, while an ordinary one was the best I could manage. The feat required no more than that, Third Promise, and you brought back a perfectly wonderful beast. Mablu's right. You're a perfectly wonderful beast. If anyone's ordinary, it's me. Not only did you accomplish the feat of gold, you also made many trades that brought joy to many people in true Pelu Pelu fashion. I sorely doubt your sibling could have achieved the same result. You should be proud of the accomplishments which earned you your keystone. So this is what they look like. Go on, set it in the tablet. A perfect fit. That leaves 6 more. You're well on your way, Third Promise. We'd have been lost without you, Mablu. Thanks to you, I learned so much about the Pelu people and your customs. It might seem obvious, but I've come to realize the importance of properly knowing something. It was because I didn't understand alpacas that I was uncomfortable around them. I'm thankful to you as well, Wuklamad. You've given me the courage to say that I wasn't sure I could ever say. Tobli, I want to leave the ranch and become a merchant. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I've loved every moment of caring for the alpacas. But this is something I need to do. I need to walk my own path and make my own trades. As your parent, allow me to say one thing. I've always tried to give my wards lives filled with as much happiness as I could provide, yet never once have I wanted that to be the only happiness you knew. You have my blessing to walk any path you choose, Mablu. It gladdens me to hear that you found a calling you wish to pursue with such passion. You will make an exceptional peddler, I'm sure of it. Thank you, Tobley. What did I tell you, Mablu? There's one last thing I can help you with, Third Promise. You need to find the Golden City, right? That's the end goal. Then I suggest you talk to the Yakwoi. They once ruled over far more than just Urkopacha and the Pelu Pelu. 1,000 years ago, they were the overlords of Yaktaral and its peoples. During that era, the Pelu Pelu were commanded to search for a city of gold. They scoured every corner of the continent, but never found any trace of that fabled place. But if they didn't find anything, what could the Yakwoi have to tell us? They may not have found it, but the fact that they thought to look for it at all makes me curious. Perhaps there's value in delving into how the legend originated? We lose nothing from asking the question. Besides, if we're determined to follow the path of the saga, we'll be visiting the giants eventually. Oh, Kryl, I have a question I've been meaning to ask. And since we've finished with the feet, where did you acquire that earring? My earring? Do you recognize it? Yes. Pieces just like it first became fashionable in Yaktaral around 20 years ago. Since then, it's become common to wear one as a charm for safe travel. 20 years ago. Right about the time my grandfather made his journey. Yet the Dawn Servant implied the earring was connected to the Golden City in some way. Surely there was more to its significance than simple fashion. If you want to know how it first came to be crafted, I could try to find out. Seeing as it's a regular seller for many merchants, I'm curious to learn about it myself. I would appreciate that very much, thank you. Jumping feet first into the peddler business, eh, Mablu? Right then, let's head back to Tuliolal and get ready to search for the next elector. Farewell for now, and thanks for all your help. I will become Dawn Servant. So make sure you set aside your best mezcal for the occasion. She has a fearsome opponent in that brother of hers. He even brought a golden alpaca to heal. But you've heard Zoral Jah's supporters talk. They might see opportunity in his expansionist ambitions, but they find the man himself intimidating, terrifying even. Whereas I've grown to love Wuklamot. Everyone she meets will come to love her too, and that's why she'll win the throne. You might be right, Mablu. You might be right. Can the cat even hold their liquor? We'll see. It feels good to have the feet of gold safely under our belt, even if my victory pales beside Zoral Jah and his shiny golden alpaca. I know I shouldn't let it bother me, and gods know you've all been so supportive. But I want to be strong or wise, like my brothers, to be a promise that people respect. Which is not likely if I stand here carrying on and on and on about things. Let's move on. Back to Zablayev TA with us. The contest has hardly begun. All right, so that's where we're going. We go up the hill, I believe. What a cool thing. I actually enjoyed that. Smallest Waffle, welcome on in. Nice to see you. And some body wiggles for you. Let's go. We're back to jazz time. Beryl, hello, welcome on in. Give me 1 sec, folks. There we go. What? Okay. And just like that, we found an elector and won our first keystone. I know I was right to trust your instincts. Come on, let's keep things moving and march towards Kazamauka. Chances are good we'll find an elector there as well. Before we do anything, however, we should see what your patient Hanu friend has to say. All right. I think that's probably, a good place to stop for tonight, at least. So I'm going to stop in and see what Poji has to say. All right.
I was waiting for you.
Yeah.
I was like, you've been deafening this whole time. But, yeah. I had a feeling that this was going to lead us back to our birds.
Yep.
So yay! It only took one stream to get through the merchants that you disliked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I disliked them at the start, but like, and still, I just don't really vibe with like the whole merchant thing. But it was fun, even with that said. So.
Moblu in particular, I find very endearing.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is probably where I'm gonna wrap up. You could probably continue if you want, Poji. If you want to do some like side quests or something like that, that's totally up to you. But I think I'm gonna
wrap up with you because this does feel like a good spot, and it is getting kind of late.
Okay.
I've been streaming a little longer too.
Okay. Did you want to raid? Like, did we want to raid separate folks, or did we want to like group it up?
I guess it depends on who you've got in mind.
All right. So I have Bagel Tiger in mind because Bagel Tiger is a good friend of mine that that I've known for quite a while. She is playing Peak with 3-Foot Pony, which is another person that I've known for quite a while, and one other person. But they're peeking. They're peeking.
Yeah, sure, I'll raid with you. Always nice to meet new beings.
Yeah, yeah. Bagel is a dear friend, and I know Bagel through Paula Brady, which I've mentioned it tons of times before. I modded for Paula for quite a while. So, yeah.
Also, just wanted to say, the little, like, almost, it felt like a mini game almost. The way it's like, hey, trade successful.
Yeah.
With the UI. I'm like, that was kind of cute.
Yeah, it was.
Reminded me, I said at one point, it reminded me of, like, Zelda games or Animal Crossing where you do, like, them trading mini games.
Yep. It's actually kind of funny too, because like one of my coworkers today, like I had mentioned that like we were going to be doing some Dawntrail MSQ tonight, and he was just like, is it terrible like everybody like says it is? And I'm like, no, it's fun. It's fun. And like, you know, I had to, and in talking to him, it's just like, look, it's the, you know, the Warrior of Light just spent like 10 friggin' years of our time, like saving the world, like all of existence, right? This is the vacation. This is the beach episode, you know? So it's like, it's not going to be as serious. It's not going to be as epic as all of that stuff. And also,
you gotta lower the stakes a little bit.
Right? And this is just the very beginning of the next big story arc, right? So like, it's going to be, this is ARR 2.0. This is, you're starting out from square one again.
We're introducing 3 whole new continents, the 2 of northern and southern, Tyrol or whatever it was, and then we have Mysidia, if the new world map is to be believed.
Yep.
Or Mercidia.
It's Mercidia.
So it's just like
Mercidia, I think.
There's a lot of new land to explore. We're learning about these new cultures.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's still a fairly serious thing because like, you were deafened for that part, but I was threatening her brother. I'm like, he's saying he wants to like unite the entire star. It sounds to me like he wants to declare war on Eorzea. And I'm like, that's my home, guy.
Yeah.
If you want to go, let's fucking go.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's yeah. I just, I have lots of unkind words to say, but like, I'm gonna refrain.
Yeah.
But okay, so I'm gonna get the raid started, and I'm gonna pop over to Bagel's stream. So I'm gonna deafen up, and I'll return to the call once the raid completes.
All right. I'll see you over there.
Alrighty. Alrighty, folks. I think this is where I'm gonna wrap up tonight. So let's do it. So, folks, thank you all so much for a great night. What a way to end the week. I'm enjoying Dawntrail so far. I really am. I really can't wait to tear into more of it tomorrow. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me tonight. The next time I'm gonna be live is tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. PST. If you're up, you're more than welcome to join us. I'm getting together with Yorialo, and I'm gonna be playing some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Yori is gonna be doing some more grinding in Pokemon Coliseum. These streams are really chill, laid back. They're most of the time they're pretty unhinged too. It's a really good time, and for a few hours I hang out with one of my favorite people. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to see you there. That's at 9 a.m. PST. If you can't make that, 6 p.m. PST, I'm gonna be right back here in Dawntrail, and we're gonna spend a few more hours doing some MSQ stuff, and it's gonna be a good time. Hopefully I'll be able to see you at one of those streams, or both even. So yeah, folks, thank you so much. As is always, take care of yourselves and each other. Drink all the water, eat all the food, get all the rest. Before you know it, we'll be gaming again soon, and that's tomorrow morning at 9. Alrighty. Take care, folks. Have a good night. Bye. 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 Bye-bye. Bye.